Candy. Doctor, what is cardiac ablation?
Yep. Cardiac ablation is a procedure which is performed by electrophysiologists who specialize in rhythm disturbance of the heart. It's a procedure where basically done under local anesthetic, where it takes around 45 minutes or so. You put in catheters, these are tubes which isolate what sort of rhythm disturbance you have, where does it originate from, and you actually isolate the originating point. It's like a short-circuiting switch, and you apply high energies and just blunt it off and just come out. The entire procedure usually gets over in 45 minutes to 1 hour, and it's a very friendly procedure, and you're basically, I won't say cured, but near cured for your life, rather than dependent on medications all your life and buying side effects. So that basically is cardiac ablation. You ablate that particular villain which is actually responsible for short-circuiting.
Right. But does that eradicate your medication?
Oh, your medications are reduced drastically.
Oh, really?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, even though patients suffering from hypertension, and the BP is under control with medication, are people like these, patients like these, still at a higher risk of getting a heart attack?
Well, that brings us to the question of what are the causes of heart attack.
Yes.
Yeah, the most important, if you ask me singly, personally, what is the most important cause of heart attack? It is stress, unadulterated stress. Number 2, smoking. Number 3, diabetes mellitus. And number 4, maybe hypertension would follow. Now, when your question, Bhaskar, was, if you reduce, if you keep the heart attack in control, if you keep the hypertension in control,
right,
then will you have a less chance? Yes, the answer is yes. Compared to individuals who have got very high blood pressure and compared to individuals who have got well-controlled blood pressure, you are dramatically reducing your chances of having a heart attack. There's no doubt about that. Hypertension basically has got systolic, that is top BP,
right,
and it's got diastolic, the low BP. The top BP gives rise to, if you have a consistently high systolic blood pressure, you are at an increased chance of developing a stroke, a paralysis. If you have a consistently high diastolic, the lower BP,
right,
then you are at a higher chance of developing sudden cardiac death. That is a significance. So if you control it, obviously we know what we are eradicating or reducing. So that's very important.
Oh, you're right. Yes, doctor. Now, age isn't a major factor, right, when it comes to heart attacks. There's several youngsters in their mid-20s.
Mm-hmm.
You read about it in the papers. They're on a treadmill, and then suddenly they've collapsed. And there's this one guy on his way to work, mid-20s again, and before he can enter the office, he's had a massive heart attack.
Yeah.
So it's no more the age. So what you're talking about, it's actually stress.
Yes, I think to an extent. You see, what has basically happened is that 70 years ago, or maybe 100 years ago, heart attacks, if at all, were unheard of, literally. And now you see that the age is reduced dramatically. India, the average age would be around 47 or 46. It is reduced dramatically, and that's predominantly because of sudden urbanization. That means you got to do this particular thing in a very short period of time, and you take a lot of stress. If you can't deal with stress, then the vices come into play, then wrong foods come into play, and the entire cycle is jumbled into a big sort of a disease called heart attack, and that's why the age is reduced dramatically.
Right. Doctor, my final question, the most important question. Diet and exercise are of prime importance, right, to maintain a healthy heart.
Yes.
But what is the kind of lifestyle that one really needs to have to maintain a healthy heart? I would say butter, oils, all these things in moderation would be fine.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
What else you recommend?
Well, simple things are always difficult to, go through in the path. It's a law of universe. Every simple thing in life is made into complex, or mind makes it into a complex, and you effectively don't follow it. And I completely endorse that. Simplistically, if you want to lead a beautiful life, be simple. The first and foremost is stay calm. Very difficult, but condition yourself to attain it. The most prolific way to do it is having mindfulness and just sitting quietly and observing your mind, or in short, meditation. People don't like to do that because they say, too much of thoughts come in.
Yes,
I
exactly.
just can't sit quiet. Well, thoughts are going to come in. That's how the body is programmed. But you got to try. You will fail and fail till you succeed. That's number one. Calmness, staying calm. Number two is do your physical exercise. A simple physical exercise is walking. Just walk. Climb stairs. Keep on walking. That's a beautiful, simple exercise. You don't have to do body sculpting for that.
Yeah, right.
Just keep on walking.
True.
And the third is eating simple foods. Very, very simple food. Predominant vegetarianism. If you want to have non-vegetarian food, have white meat,
Yes,
make
yes,
it
what
grilled.
recommended. Right.
Less of oil, moderate oil. Simple things. But you got to follow it really.
So a healthy diet, exercise plays
Yes.
a pivotal role over there.
Indeed.
And yes, you've got to modify your lifestyle. And most of the time, people say, "I don't have the time."
Oh, but we're lying
We
to
need
ourselves.
to make the time.
Everybody has got time. Time is just conceptual. Everybody has got time. Of course everybody has got time.
Yes, I totally believe that. Dr. MS, thank you very much for sharing your views with us here in the studios. And I must make a special mention that although you've not slept a wink all night because you said you had a surgery at 2
Yes.
o'clock and you had to rush to the hospital.
Yes.
And you came back only in the morning.
Yes.
And you've not slept a wink. Hats off to you.
Oh, no, thank
And
you. It's
wish
always
you
a pleasure.
all the very best, Doctor. Thank you once again for your valuable inputs here with us. I'm sure our listeners have taken that not only with a pinch of salt, they've taken doses of that. And I hope it's going to change their lifestyle too. And thank you once again.
Thank you. Privileged to be over here. Just wonderful. Thank you very much, Vasco, for calling me over here.